In this video, we're going to take a look at the Speras dual fuel headlamp. If you're interested, keep watching. Before we get started, I want to thank Speras for reaching out and offering to send the dual fuel headlamp to me so that I could share it with you. Now, as you probably gathered from the name, dual fuel, it operates on two different types of batteries, AAA and a lithium-ion battery. So what we'll do is we'll go down to the tabletop, I'll go through its key features, its physical and performance specifications, and of course we will do some demonstrations with it. Before we focus in on the headlamp itself, let me share with you what came with it. This is the box the light arrived in. Inside of the box, manual and warranty information, USB Type-C charging cable, which of course you're going to need for the included lithium-ion rechargeable battery. And it does come with a set of 3 AAA alkaline batteries as well. Now, as far as key features for the Speras B7 dual fuel headlamp, right off of the top, of course, is the fact that it comes with the AAA batteries to power it and the lithium-ion rechargeable battery. Now, you can purchase this without the rechargeable battery if you just want to go with the AAAs and save a little bit of money, but really for me this is what makes this life stand out, is the fact that I can count on the rechargeable and always have the AAAs as a backup. The other key feature, of course, is that this comes with 3 separate LEDs. You do get a spotlight, a floodlight, and a separate red light as well. Now, as far as physical specifications go, quickly I'll give you these. These will be in the video description. In this dimension, 59 millimeters. In this dimension, 35 millimeters, and in this dimension 43.2 millimeters. I weighed it with the battery in and it came in at 95 grams. Now, as far as the performance specifications go, there are quite a few numbers that I could be giving you here, but honestly it's easier for me just to put them in the video description so that you can refer to them if you're interested. The reason being is, of course, is the combination of using it either with the AAA batteries or the lithium ion. So what I'll do is I'll give you the highlights of it, and that is if you put this with the lithium ion on the spot and flood in combination, you will get 600 lumens of output, and that'll last 3.5 hours. If you put it on floodlight with the AAA batteries and just run it at the low of 10 lumens, then it will last 97 hours. And the red light will last you on the lithium ion 3 lumens at 60 hours. Now, what's of interest, and you'll see this if you go to the specifications, are that in almost every case, the AAA batteries actually run longer than do the lithium ion, but whereas the lithium ion can provide a little bit higher in lumens. All right, just before we get into the operation of the Speras B7 dual fuel headlamp, let me just show you a few of the features in a little bit more detail. So let's take a look at the strap. The strap itself is nice in that it is long enough to go around my extra large head and still give me a little bit of an extra adjustment. What I like about that is that means I can wear this around a beanie or toque in the wintertime. A lot of the headlamps that I've tested recently do not have straps long enough. Now, you can take the strap right off of this headlamp if you want through the 2 slots on the back of the mount right here and attach it to your backpack, maybe such as across your sternum strap if that's the way you want to use it. Now, there is adjustment for the lamp. Not a great deal, but it does adjust nicely. Now, I'm going to open the body of the lamp up so that I can install the lithium-ion battery. So there's the empty battery compartment. This is also where the 3 AAAs would go, of course, and just have to orient it to make sure it's pointed in the right direction. Now, while I have it still open, the lithium-ion battery is rechargeable by USB Type-C. However, it is right on the battery, not on the flashlight. In other words, when you run the battery down, you're going to take the battery out in order to recharge it. Let's close the lamp up. Now, operation of the lamp itself, 2 buttons on top. On my right is the power button, and the power button will operate the spotlight and the floodlight, but there is a separate button for the red lamp. Now, it's important to know because you really don't want to, I've tested some lamps, honestly, they have to run through all the brightest white settings before you can even get to the red lamp. what's the point, right? You've already destroyed your night vision, and you haven't even gotten to the red light. So it's nice. It's actually more than ideal. It's essential that you can get to the red lamp directly without going through any of the bright white settings on the back. All right, so let's go through these settings now. When I turn this lamp on, if I continue to tap the light, it'll run through the spotlight low, medium, and high, and then it will combine the spotlight and the floodlight together, and then it will run through spotlight, low, medium, and low. So that's the sequence it goes through. If I stop at any time and wait for 3 seconds, it just turns the light off the next time I push the button. And that's basically what you want. If all you want is the spotlight high, then you can get there, leave it on, 3 seconds later, turn it off, and it just turns the whole lamp off. Now, the only downside to that is there's no memory. So the next time you go to turn the light on, you have to run through the sequence to get to the setting you're looking for. All right, so let's do that. I'll run through the setting now. So we have medium and high. One more. You can see it just runs down. So once again, we'll run it up. All right, now let's turn on the red. Now the red actually has 3 different modes. You can turn it on just for a steady beam of red. If you punch it again, you get a strobe. And if you punch it again, you get an SOS. But if you're not looking for SOS, all you have to do is just hit it on and leave it, and you'll have the red light, which is great inside of the tent, of course. All right, that's the operation of the light. Let's get it outdoors and see what it looks like at night. All right, we're doing some nighttime demonstration of the Speras B7 dual fuel headlamp. Let's start off with, this would be spot low, or spot medium, sorry. Not a bad amount of light. It is good combination of spot with a little bit of flood around the outside. That is spot high. That does a good job of illuminating the backyard. I can certainly navigate through the woods with this. My shed, some 50 feet away, the neighbor's home, the shed of the neighbor beyond that. Now this is the combination of spot and flood for that maximum 600 lumens. It'll go through the battery pretty quickly, but it does a really good job. If you really need to see where it's out in front of you and all around you, this combination does a great job. So next will be the flood. That's flood high, and it's really just at my feet, and I'm not even going to go to flood low because it really won't show up. As you can see, I can see what's at my feet, but this is kind of what you would use for working with your hands, or maybe doing some reading, but you're not going to be very good at navigating through the woods with this amount of light. A few closing thoughts for the Speras B7 dual fuel headlamp. What do I like about this light? Well, to start it off is obviously it is dual fuel, meaning that I can run it on the included AAA batteries, or I can run it on the optional lithium-ion battery. I have that choice, and that is a nice way to go. In fact, I'll probably run it most often on the lithium-ion battery and keep the AAAs in reserve. Now, as far as that goes, the lithium-ion is an option. You don't get that included unless you pay that little extra for it. Now, speaking of which, this is a pretty good priced lamp. At $30 for the base model, you're doing pretty good. You're getting a lot for your money. I like the fact that there are 3 LEDs. There is a spotlight, there is a floodlight, and there is a red light. Now, having said that, what I don't like about the way it works is the fact that you have to run through the sequence of spotlight and its 3 levels, and then the combination of spot and flood, and then get to the flood. And it doesn't have a memory, so when you turn the light off, it's going to come back on at the top, and you have to run through that sequence. I guess if I was looking to use the low level of flood for reading or in my tent at night, that I would like it to come on in that level so I didn't have to run it through the brighter lights and therefore ruin some of my night vision. Now, probably I'm going to be using the red lamp, of course, but if you wanted the white light, you have to run it through those sequences. I think that'd be a great improvement if they could figure out how to get a memory for the last setting. I think that would help quite a bit. Now, it does not have, or at least the manual does not show, either an impact rating or a waterproof rating. Now, there's no reason to think that this is going to leak on me, but it would be nice to know if it does have either one of those ratings. If I can find out from Speras what the ratings are, you'll be sure that I will put them in the video description inclusive as well. Okay, those are the features I like about it, the things that I think could use improvement, but now I'm going to open it up to you. What are your thoughts? Put your comments or questions in the comments section below. I'll be putting all the information I have given you, as well as the links to where you can take another look at it in the video description. Until next time, get out and explore and take that path less traveled, because it will make all the difference. Bye for now.